up? It's DJ Shanté. It's 93.7 The Beatin. Dahlia Block. Thank you for tuning in, joining, all that good stuff. I got the homies in the studio today, O.N.E and Kane. What up?
What up, Kay?
What's going down? It's Saturday. It's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Aren't y'all happy as little sun? Little sun peeking through today.
King Bray in the building, man.
Oh, yeah, we got the birthday boy in the building. So what's going on? Who wants to go first?
Man, this ain't a go first.
It's
man. Go and talk to him, Ho.
Hey, man, you already know what it is, man. H-Town, what it is. Shout out to Tay, man. Be down the block. It's your boy O.N.E, a.k.a. O.N.E, a.k.a. Flow God. I'm just saying.
You remember we used to do intro? Y'all remember that shit? You was like, hey, no, go. Hey, man, look, it's me. I'm telling you, my album coming out, bro. You can get on this hoe.
Right?
Yeah, but y'all know me, man. It's your boy Kane. And I'm up here with my bro. We're just trying to vibe out with somebody that I really respect, and that's DJ Shanté.
Yeah.
Oh, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. It's a pleasure to have y'all here.
For sure.
So what is going on the music scene? What y'all got going on? What's popping?
Hey, man, it's lit, man. We got things that we talking about that are on the horizon. But for me personally, I'm definitely working on a project called ISO right now. Mm-hmm. I'm in the pre-recording process stages right now, but pretty much it's almost done. I just got to knock out a few joints, but yeah, it's coming, man. It's coming.
All right, so for people that don't know you, that's going to be watching this video, who are you? How did you get started? Let me get that whole little rundown.
Gotcha. Yeah, just brief rundown, man. I'm a country boy, man. I'm originally from Conroe.
Conroe, really?
Conroe, yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So move. Right. Country kid.
All I know about Conroe is never mind. Right. Go ahead. What is it? Right. Timeshares. That's the only thing I know about. That's where you got to go out there to do the timeshare. Go ahead. My bad.
No, you good. Yeah, moved up to Houston around 8 or 9.
Man, he can't claim Conroe. I don't know why he did it. I'm sorry. You can't claim, bro. You from Houston. I'm from Conroe.
Right. I got you.
So you grew up there, for real.
You from Houston.
Right. But yeah, man. I mean, immersed in the culture, man. Growing up with my older siblings, man, we always had music in us. It was crazy. But being influenced by them, because we always didn't listen to H-Town music until we got fully like immersed into it. So we were growing up on Mystical, and all the New York cats, So that's what really got me interested in wanting to do it. But I've been kind of in it for a minute. Like I started having a passion for it early. So
early, like how? Like
early, like
as a kid.
I wrote my first full song, in the 4th grade.
Wow.
And it was dope.
What's up?
Did you perform it in the talent show?
I performed it at my classroom, and my teacher said, "You need to do this at the talent show."
Mm-hmm. Did you win?
I don't think it was like a win.
Oh, okay. It was just get up there and showcase your talent.
But yeah, man, yeah. It was crazy because I mean, going from that, like going into intermediate school, I used to do all the type of competitions. It was one competition where we did it for like we used to take what's called a toss test. And I
remember them days. They don't have that no more, huh?
So I did a rap for it, and ended up my English teacher she knew like Erykah Badu and her brother and all that.
Oh, wow.
They ended up coming down to meet me because of that rap.
What?
It was crazy.
In the 4th grade? That's crazy.
It was crazy.
Okay, so you've always had this talent in you.
Yeah.
So how many projects? What have you put out?
Right now, I mean, collectively, I mean, between
just you.
Oh, just solo alone.
Yeah.
About 6.
6 projects.
6 projects. So
any features?
Yeah. I mean, through the course of the years, I mean, we got of course, my 4th and Inches brothers. We got the Dobeezys, the D-Los, the Propanes, the Brian Angels of the world, things like that.
Wow.
So yeah, just over the
course.
We had Flip on chain.
Flip. You had Flip.
Yeah, we had Flip. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Flip. So yeah, just a mixture, man. When I make music though, I don't. If I have a feature, it's gonna be it's gonna be who fits that record. I don't like if I come up with a vibe or I make sure that I comprise a song. If I say I hear this person, that's who I want. So I kind of make music geared towards that, not necessarily have the features to have features.
Right. And you said you got a project coming up soon, and it's called what?
It's called ISO.
ISO. So when's that dropping?
Give me. I don't want to put a hard date on it, but
okay.
it's on the way for sure. It's on the way.
And what's the inspiration behind this one?
I mean, really just using the term as it is. I had to take time to step back a little bit. Yeah, short for isolation.
Okay.
So I stepped back a little bit. Because you kind of get into if you make the music that I generally make, you kind of get into a conflict of should I go this way? Should I go this way? Mm-hmm. So I just had to say, okay, let me step back and just make music. So I really just shut out everybody and really just focused in on how I can make music without thinking too much, without overdoing it.
Just let it flow.
Right, just let it flow.
However you feeling at the moment.
I think y'all like it. I think it's gonna make waves. It's definitely a vibe album.
Mm-hmm. You singing on there?
I am.
Oh,
I am.
Oh,
no, I don't do that.
Let me find out.
You didn't know?
No.
No, the boy can blow.
What?
For real.
Let me hear something.
No, for real. The boy blow. Like, for real.
But
no, I mean, I believe it.
No,
I just never heard it.
Yeah, you definitely will hear that on the album for sure. That's one thing that I said I was gonna do because I definitely hear that. I get that. When you gonna do? I'm like, okay.
But he not telling you the truth.
I got you.
He not?
No, because he was a singer. So let me go and expose the truth.
Please do.
Thank you, because we.
That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
Look, O.N.E, honestly, that whole persona came. That whole rap persona came because, like he said, we grew up. I grew him up listening to Nas and stuff like that. So that was there. But he's always had the talent to sing. Always.
Right.
Always. So then, as he was dipping into the singing, and he was in R&B group.
Right. That's true.
And doing all of that, he started to catch a love for writing rap. And then from there, he just took off with it. That's pretty much exactly how it came. But growing up how we grew up, it was weird. Like, we're a weird mixture of country and East Coast. Like, it's the weirdest.
In Conroe.
Because it's so secluded. Conroe is so much to itself.
Right.
Like, people don't understand that Houston has absolutely no influence on Conroe.
Right.
None.
Right.
None. So we were country for real. We were like swimming in the river, catching fish and stuff like that. But
listening to Nas.
Exactly.
Weird, right?
That is weird. That's like a weird combo.
Yes, it's very weird. But that's what gave birth to, I guess, the love we have for the music, right? Or the love we have for the culture.
Right.
It's because when we got to Houston, you start to realize one thing. It's totally different from how you were. And
it is secluded, right?
And Houston is so slow. Like, it's so much slower than what people realize. Like, people move slow out here, mentally and physically. People just move slow. And you get out here and you like, you talking to people at Metro or at the bus stop, and they're like, yeah, man, just got this screw tape. It's like, yeah, man, I just copped that Jay-Z.
Right.
And like, nah, we don't do that. What you mean? You don't even listen to Jay-Z? Nah, bro, everything's screwed.
Yeah. That was definitely labeled. Yeah, it was definitely labeled different. Like, when I could recall dozens of instances to where I'm in elementary, middle school, and we do these. And back when we were coming up, of course, everybody went through the flow. Everybody had a flow. Mm-hmm. So when I would step up and spit, they'd be like,
what the hell?
Psychological, I'm a logical monster.
Everybody coming down.
Man, I'm a heat.
Yeah.
Pull up on the beat, of course.
And then you come.
You wrote that. I'm like, okay. So ultimately, I seen that I did stand apart from the current culture. But like I said, I immersed into the culture. I mean, shout out to the big bros, Kiki, Lil O. I mean, those like Hawk. Like, when we got immersed into the culture, oh man, it was crazy. And it just so happened that we had the opportunities to, meet these cats and, converse with them, and have them a part of our life, So it was crazy.
When did you move down there, Shanté?
2008.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day, the whole screw culture was literally, like, screw was Michael Jackson us down here for real.
Right.
Days. Like, I'm being dead honest. This man had thousands of people lined up outside his apartment to buy a $10 tape.
Right.
Seriously.
Wow.
In his apartment. Just think about what I just said.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, what?
And I'm not even exaggerating, though. That's what's crazy. It was thousands of people lined up daily to buy a tape from this man. But anyways, what I'm getting at is that screw culture here, that it's so embedded in our hearts and blood. Like it's deeper than just the music. It's deeper. So that's why you get this guy who comes in psychological,
and they're like,
and they looking at him like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
You going on?
What you doing right now?
You ain't coming down. I got handy paint. We ain't, But all in all, Houston is a melting pot of music.
It is. It definitely
really
is.
Oh yeah.
It's just we're so embedded with that end of it. Like people have so much invested time into that it's hard for people to sometimes accept the fact that there's other stuff going on in Houston. There's a whole lot of other stuff.
Say that again.
Right.
Say that again. And that's the first thing they think of when they think of Houston, of course. But it's like so much talent, so much different sounds here in Houston. It's just crazy.
Yeah. If the ear expands, and that's really the thing is, we know the culture. Like, everybody in the city understands what we're about. But if that ear expands to other avenues, and I think the wave that's going on now, like with the Travis finally, coming to the forefront as far as being recognized, because for a minute he wasn't really, citywide, but I think that type of culture change will help the ear expand for sure.
For sure. And we'll be looked at and heard in a different light.
Right.
Finally.
Right.
Kane, what's up?
Hey, man. I'm just trying to sober up like you.
It's a struggle. I'm going through it. I'm trying to finish this bottle of Pedialyte. Oh my God. I still feel drunk for some reason. Man, I'm like trying to shake it.
And the alcohol is actually going to work. So you got
man, it needs to kick in like right away.
For real. You know me, man. I'm here. Still in everybody's club, still doing my thing.
Killing shit. Best MC in Houston.
I'm trying to...
shit, and fuck Houston. Everywhere. Just best MC in general.
No cap.
Appreciate it.
No cap.
I don't try to... you know what? One thing I don't understand is I've learned to understand that if you're good at what you do or great at what you do, there's absolutely no reason why you should brag about it.
Exactly.
Right.
And the reason why I say that is because
it just exudes.
It's true.
It just
1 + 1 will always be 2.
Exactly.
Right. There's no way around it. If I'm great, who am I bragging? I know this for a fact. Why am I
trying to convince myself?
Right. There's no point. Yeah. So when I hear people do that, I'm like, that means you're not confident. You're really not confident in who you are. Because you're trying to convince me.
Exactly.
So you're not confident, right? So
extra.
When people tell me, no, you the GOAT, you this, you that, I do answer what I know. That's not a...
Well, you be like, I know.
Yeah.
Instead of thank you.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Appreciate it.
But no, I answer with the... I don't
right, no, I know what you mean.
I thank you, but I do know that.
Right.
But that's because I'm confident in who I am, not because I'm braggadocious or trying to say, no, I've mastered what I do. I'm not crazy. I know exactly what I'm doing every single time. Even when I'm drunk, I know exactly what I'm doing.
I think you do it better when you're drunk. Right. I know I do my job better when I'm drunk.
Way better.
Vibes.
But as far as what I got going on, man, look, at this point, it's just a blessing to even still be here after 11 years, like me and JoJo was talking about. Quest, I'm sorry. Quest. Sorry. You know we cousins?
No, I didn't know.
This is a family.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, first cousin.
Dang. So, it's a family affair.
Oh, no, we put on.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? Kane wasn't playing. Everybody know eat. But when I came in, I was a rapper first, obviously. I was an aspiring rapper.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I didn't even know you did music or wanted to do music.
Oh, my God.
Wow. I'm learning this as we go.
Yeah. I'm so heavily invested in music. It led into me wanting to be in the clubs, which led to me being at the right place at the right time. Right. So I was trying to do my thing with bro. I've had bro at my side doing this rap stuff since he was like 10, right? Yeah. So he's been coached so well along the way, so he knows what to do on his own. He can stand on his own because of that. But I just remember the times when we were really trying to be rappers. We was doing shows, we was doing the contests, we was doing all of that, trying to win prizes. And then I just stopped.
Out of nowhere?
I stopped.
Did you get frustrated?
Well, it wasn't a frustration. It was me realizing that my love wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
And I realized the love for rap wasn't there. The love was really producing and making music and being behind the scenes. And
you produce as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And got a few slaps for sure.
Yeah, got a few slaps with those. But that was what my love started to drift towards. And then I realized that my real talent wasn't just that. It was really being the person who I am. I'm naturally a leader, so I'm better behind the scenes than I actually am in front of the camera. So I took that, what I know, and I started just dishing out knowledge and putting people in positions, and that led to the Frontline tour. Right. That led to putting SUC in the House of Blues for the first time.
Right.
Oh,
that
wow.
led to, all me. I was the first person to put the whole SUC in the House of Blues.
Wow.
I did it with my money.
Right.
That's dope.
Sold it out, of course. But the Frontline tour was pretty much my little baby that I pretty much shifted the culture.
Frontline tour?
Yeah, the Frontline tour. It was called the Frontline tour. What it was a concert series that I put on, like, I want to say about 18 artists. Yeah. And I'm going to give you the rundown, but I want to start from the beginning first.
Yeah.
Right,
so
please do.
The whole Frontline tour came because of our group. We were in a group called The Union. And our group was a bunch of spitters. We was lyricists. We wasn't trying to hit a whole, I don't need a club song. That was what, that's pretty much what I put them on. Like, no,
catch these bars.
Right. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? At that time in 2009, 2010, that was when I couldn't do nothing wrong. I couldn't do nothing wrong. So I was like, I'm going to throw a concert and invite everybody out to our show, right? And I want everybody to embrace their individual, what they got going on, and then we're going to do collectively as a group. Right. And I'll also invite some other artists in on it and make it a big show. That first concert just blew
crazy.
I'm still to this day wondering how the hell that worked so well. Seriously, we rented a building over there off West Time in Willcrest, I believe it was, but like 500 people showed up. Yeah. And this is like two artists that no one has ever heard of, ever.
How did you do it? How did you pull it off? Right. Promo?
Well, at that time, like I said, I couldn't do nothing wrong. I was throwing concerts. I couldn't do nothing wrong. So I knew I had the influence. So I was like, you know what? Let me bring my world to this world. And the whole reason why I did that was because Houston used to shit on the underground. Houston used to shit on lyricists. Like the guys who, like, literally shit. I've took bullets for these men.
Wow.
I took bullets for these guys. But Houston used to be like, nah, if you ain't talking screw, you ain't trying to get in the clubs, you ain't trying to have a club banger, we ain't fucking with you.
Wow.
We ain't trying to fuck with you. So I was like, you know what? Nah, that ain't, we ain't gonna fly like that. So I said, I put my money behind it. And I was like, nah, I got y'all. We good. Trust me. I got the pull. We good. 500 people show up. So I'm like, oh shit. I didn't expect that. So I was like, I may have something here, right?
Yeah.
So I said, okay, let me take a step back from the rapper. And then I did. I said, I'm done. Because I saw what my calling actually was, and it was behind the scenes. It really, and it still is to this day, it's behind the scenes, leading from behind. It's a quote from Nelson Mandela. He says, you're not a real leader till you learn how to lead from behind. Because most people lead with pulling somebody up behind them and saying, come on.
Right.
But the way, what he's actually saying is, you have to know how to give direction. I have to know how to say,
put people
go that way.
And
then take that path and then coach you along the way on, which exit to take on that path, right? So I took that route, and I said, you know what? I'm going to take myself off of the flyer as a rapper. I'm not even going to rap, and I'm going to do it again. I did it again and took it to the House of Blues, and 1,000 people showed up. We had 1,000 ticket sales at the House of Blues for rappers that nobody knew. So then the DJ started to notice, right? They're like, what does MC Kane think he's doing? What is really going on? Like, what's going on? So then that's when the buzz started to creep up, and then that's when it really got bad. It got bad. I took bullets. Man, I had the old heads trying to, man, I could show you YouTube videos where they like, fuck MC Kane, man. Fuck that new Houston shit. We ain't down with that new Houston shit because y'all just trying to start. Oh, it was bad.
No, it was bad.
It was that serious.
It was like radio conversation bad.
Like, yes, bad. Like, because I completely took the norm and just said, I'm not doing that shit. Fuck y'all. But don't nobody remember them bullet holes we took. Nobody remember.
They just
of course not.
Houston shit came from Kane.
They took offense to that term, New Houston.
So they started making YouTube videos and fuck Kane. No, we don't fuck with that. As a matter of fact, I can say this on camera because we cool now. But me and ESG had a falling out.
What?
Because of it. Because at that time, it was more. Everybody thought I was coming after the old heads.
Right.
They thought I was saying, fuck them, y'all. We on scene. Now, it's you know what I'm saying?
It's our turn.
Right.
We taking over.
And he took it for that. So then, we chopped it up, and we ended up, it was dumb shit. So we cool now. But taking it to the House of Blues, I had O. My guys, 4th and Inches, D-Rec, and a guy named Kurt Cobain's, a guy named Propane, DJ Chose, BEATIN. You know Eves, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
So the nice guys.
Yep.
I had them on my show.
Dante.
And Dante Higgins.
Mm.
So all of these guys came from one show.
Wow.
One show.
Yep.
And me and B King was having a conversation about this. He said, how did you know? He said, how did you know that all of this was going to happen? You clearly did because you put us all together. Because nobody knew us like that. So how did you know? I said, I really have a gift for seeing stuff ahead.
Yeah.
But that's also my curse because I see too far ahead and I get too far ahead of people at the time that I'm in at that time. Right?
And they're like, whoa.
Yeah, no,
what are you doing? Chill out.
So I backed off and I said, okay, now that I see it's working, I'm going to do it one more time. And I did, was it 3? Yeah, 3. 3 was the one when we had the main House of Blues.
We did the concert hall.
We did the concert hall at the House of Blues. Sold that out. But what's even better with that was I had A&Rs coming at that time. Right. So it got real. And that's how Kirko got his deal with Warner. Yeah.
Look at all this history coming together that I did not know. This is dope.
Yeah, because
that's what's up.
Because you got to think about it. That's not something like I said.
Right.
You don't brag
right.
about something you're confident in. So I never wanted to put it out there like that because I knew exactly what I was doing. I knew exactly what I was doing. So I was like, ain't no point in bragging because I knew it was going to work. So then Frontline 3 came up, and I saw how much work I was putting in, how much money I was investing in the House of Blues and doing all of that. And I was like, this is dope. But it scared the fuck out of me because it worked too well 3 times. And then I was like, what the fuck? And then after that, I said, okay, let me try something different. Let me get away from that and see if really I know what I'm doing. Called up SUC, and I said, I want to put y'all in the House of Blues. And they gave me a figure. I came off the money. Said, let's see if I can pull this off. I did the flyers myself. I passed out the flyers myself. I paid for all the digital media. I did it all myself. I didn't have one partner, and we sold that bitch out. Sold that bitch out. Not only did we sell it out, it was like a huge thing. Like people were crying. People were crying to see these people finally on this platform. They were the fans were crying like it's about time somebody put them on, in something like this so we can recognize our greats and our
goals.
And that I was like, okay, well, yeah, God done gave me some kind of gift or something because I can't lose at this point. But I got scared. I got scared as fuck.
That show was crazy, by the way. Yeah,
I got scared. You asking why, but the reason why I got scared is because, like I said, I saw I was too far ahead of myself in comparison to the people I was around. Think about that. Think about what I just said. Like, people around me are saying, how in the fuck? So I started to believe that too.
You're like, wait, how? How am I?
I started to believe that shit, and that's what fucked me up, and I backed off. Completely.
What?
I backed off completely. I mean, I backed off because at that time I was so scared. Man, I had promoters coming for my neck. Like, my neck. I can show you tweets and, man, it was for no reason. Like, I did nothing to none of these people. And it was coming at
real.
Me. But that's when I knew it was real. So I was like, you know what? As an MC at that time, I was like, I got to work with most of these people.
Right, you don't want to,
So I said, you know what?
Fucked up those relationships.
Matter of fact, I'm talking too much. Let me shut up.
No, you good. That's what we're here to do.
From there, Shanté, you got the O.N.Es, the Dante Higgins, and the only person I didn't get on my show that I'm still mad at is Dope Easy. I was mad because at that time I wanted him. Yeah, I wanted to get Dope Easy on the front line. I just didn't squeeze it in.
Oh, okay. I was like, why? Because I know he would have been down.
Come on, man. That talent he has that's crazy.
Crazy.
He's absolutely probably one of the most talented lyricists I've ever heard. In all honesty. But that was probably one I regret that I didn't have was Dope Easy. And from there, I've just been doing my thing as far as being behind the scene, connecting relationships, connecting people with the relationships I got, and staying back because I see that's my lane now. People don't know it because I don't talk about it, but that's really my lane. My lane is to put somebody
connect the dots
back and back off. Put somebody over there and back off. When Warner came to my show, nobody knows of this, obviously, but when Celine came and Money Mark was rest in peace, Money Mark.
Rest in peace, Money Mark.
They were like, we got an artist we want to bring to that show you doing. I was like, okay, well, let me see him. Where you at? I'm doing auditions, and I did auditions for the show. And I had 3 A&Rs from labels be the judges. So Kirko came up and did What Your Name Is for like 10 seconds. They stopped the song and told him he was on the show. Facts. Like,
wow.
What's your name? He did like the chorus, and it was like, okay, that's it. You on the show. And then seriously, that's the first thing they said. That was when he was in grime. He had his box of CDs with him. He was like, that's the day. Them days are so like, it's just so classic.
Yeah.
He was doing that. He get on with O.N.E, you know, from being at the show or whatever. Then that's when the culture really shifted to try to pay attention to them, not the guy in the club that's trying to push his record through the DJs. It went to them. It went to the Dobeezys. It went to the Propanes, because that one point in Houston when you said, watch these guys.
Yeah.
Watch these guys. And they've been watching them ever since.
Dang.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. Crazy, man.
Putting on shows, putting people on. That's dope.
Yeah, and for to piggyback on that, when it come down to the culture of the city, one of the great aspects of Houston too is the grind aspect, right? Is the individual aspect, like, okay, no, it's my movement, right?
Right.
So I think that helped out as well. But again, it's just the scope the scope should be broadened. Right? So versus this is the type of artist we need, it's what type of artists can we put in the forefront that can diversify? Because I mean, y'all saw the wave, Mike, right. Paul, Slim, Cam. When we had our wave, 4 out of the 5 of the big artists had kind of the same album. So when they heard it, they were like, okay, we know what Houston is. Let's go. Let's hit another market. So Cam was really the only one that had a different space. So I think if with the new artists now, and with how it's changed, because media changed too.
Yeah,
so
for
now
sure.
You have the means to get out whatever you want to get out to whoever you want to get out.
Do you think
yourself.
it hinders like artists as far as like the grind and pushing their music, because everything is so digital now? It's like, okay, nobody's passing out CDs no more. Nobody's working records in the clubs like they're supposed to be. Do you think it's because of social media and just the streaming aspect of it? I
mean, it's a double-edged sword. You have, if you know your audience initially, and you find a scheme to target that audience and have them have a means to access your music and your content readily,
right? That's
great. The other side to that is, again, with the mainstays and the staples that have been vital to the culture and pushing music, like the DJs, like the radio. You if you want to go that route, you still need that. You even now more than ever need that budget.
Yeah,
right?
For sure, for sure.
To piggyback off of what he's saying, I see it from a very simple perspective. One thing is, I don't care if it changes from passing out CDs. Work is going to have to be put in.
Yeah, definitely.
So you change with the environments, right? So now it's digital. Now it's social. So you just have to find out how to do it socially. So the work's still going to have to be put in. It's just not as the same way it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? So what I'm getting at is, to break an artist, to have a fan base, I think people have it confused. Are you trying to make a hit record, or are you trying to have a fan base?
Right.
That's two different things.
That is, you're right.
That's two different things. When you have an artist saying, hey, man, play my record. This is a hit record. Or DJs.
All day.
You see all the DJs.
That's time constrained, right?
Right. You're saying,
you're putting yourself in them,
this song is going to get me a following. Besides saying, I'm an artist, and I have to build a following around my art.
Right.
And stepping back and saying, okay, I have to think this through other than just songs. What's my personality? How am I going to look on camera? How am I going to sound when I talk to people? What kind of music am I going to put out? Is it going to have messages? Is it going to always be turned up? How much of me will I reveal in my music? When you figure all that out, you put together a product, and you market to people who fit that mold.
Right.
That's what you do, because now it's social. Now it's digital. So now I have music that I think I can reach to those type of people, right? So I'm reaching out to people who I know. I'm reaching out to DJs I know. I'm reaching out to influencers I know, saying, hey, check this out. This is just some stuff I put together, but it's really from the soul. It's really from the heart. Check it out. And if you like it, give it to somebody else. That's grassroots work, will never change. I don't give a damn who you are.
You're right.
That is always going to be
just
the case.
Method, right? Just the
when
method.
You go there, which is the really hard route, the really hard route, the reward is so great, i.e. J. Cole.
Man.
Like, my relationship with him is so golden because I was there when he came and 20 people was in warehouse. Right? 20 people was there, and he gave them a full show and was humbled by it. Like, I have so many stories, like, from when these guys first came. Like, I watched him say, did they like it? Like, this is 20 people. 20 people was at this man's show, and he was asking me and Bun, hey, do you think they liked it? I mean,
super humble.
When I see an artist, like just imagine when I look at an artist from Houston now, and they're not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at them like,
you're like,
you just don't get it. You don't.
Relax.
And I have to chill because I just see they don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, they just don't. But yes, the answer to your question would be yes, it changed, and there's an area that people have to understand is are you trying to build fans, or are you just trying to be popular? You want
I think they're more so wanting to be popular,
right?
Because I mean, what I'm seeing on social media is just it's not about the music; it's just about the look, and it's more. And I notice now, like artists that are rising, it's like more being a character now and not an actual
artist.
Right.
Artist. It's just like, can you go viral, or do you look the coolest? You got the most money, the most girls, type shit, and that shit is annoying.
I hear the old heads, and I don't mean old as in old because I'm an old head, but I always hear this on Twitter or see this on IG where they like, oh, well, we got to troll just like the kids do to stay on.
Right.
We got to do.
Like, that's the new marketing
strategy. The new marketing
It
strategy.
is.
Like, marketing 101.
It sucks to say, but
because of certain artists that actually got hot from that.
Right.
That's so narrow-minded to say, oh, he did it that way, I got to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most narrow-minded way to even approach music.
Yeah.
Because in the 90s, if you really think about it, every artist in the 90s popped because they were different.
Right.
They had nothing to do with
they all had their own way, their own style.
That was the mentality. I wonder why that mold changed.
It changed. Yeah. I think it changed mainly because it was an easier way to get on.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, if you're hungry for fame, you're going to take the easiest route.
For sure.
So fame is a drug.
Hop on to what's popping. Yeah.
It's a drug.
It's a drug,
so
for sure.
If I hop on that bandwagon of, oh, Soulja Boy did some videos, and that's all he did to get on? Oh, shit, I'm finna make some videos and get on it. You know, I'm gonna do that same thing because it's easy.
Right.
It looked easy. He made a dumb song, and people were like, how did he get on with a dumb song?
Right.
Well, it wasn't the fact that it was dumb. It was the fact that we was laughing at him.
And it was different.
And it was different.
For him.
Not laughing at him, but it was like, whoa, this is completely different from what everybody got going on.
Right.
Okay, I fuck with it. Just for that reason. I fuck with it. And then next thing you know, the kids grabbed onto it.
Yep.
Right? So I see it that way, and I also see it as if I'm trying to get on like a Travis Scott, I'm more worried about building fans. This man has been building fans since 2008.
Right.
Like, people don't even realize the kind of work he done already put in. Like, in all honesty, this man didn't just blow up. Don't disrespect him like that.
Nah, definitely not.
Don't do that. Don't come at that man like this just happened.
Mm-hmm.
But what people don't realize,
or they'll try to say, Kylie is responsible for what?
Don't do that, man.
The disrespect.
They said it. Yeah, I mean, they said it about Chance. All that. Like, no,
don't
these boys.
It's like just because y'all caught on now, like the real ones know. The real ones know.
The real ones do know. This man did it. I don't know if you saw that clip Mike Dean put up on IG with Travis doing that show.
Nah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Did you see how many people he was doing that show in front of?
Not
15 people. But he was rocking the show. That's what I just said. Goes back to the J. Cole show.
Right.
The mentality, they all have the same mentality.
Yep.
So if I don't see people with that mentality, I just stare at them. You just don't get it.
Nope.
You just don't.
Man, some gems being dropped in this podcast. So what's the joint project y'all got going on?
Joint!
I'm excited about this.
This is a Loso baby right here.
This is
a Loso baby. Shout out Elliot. That's my guy. Been my guy for a minute.
Big E.
Well, he want us to do a project together.
He's connecting dots too.
Because,
he likes
man,
to
that's what we
connect
do. That's what we do.
He connect dots.
But yeah, he basically wants us to put a project together. And O already gave the idea behind it. I was like, bro, I'm whatever you want to do. As long as it help you, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a concept that we're gonna do like a little small EP. Am I right?
Small EP. Probably. I mean, we'll take the route of the wave Kanye hit. So we'll hit you with about 7.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Original beats. You gonna produce?
Everything's
Oh, this is gonna be lit.
I'm gonna have some shit on.
Oh, I can't wait to hear. I've never heard you rap or nothing. So
Really?
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I heard you do your little freestyle while you MCing, but that's pretty much it.
That's true because I stopped it so long ago. I know people don't know I rap like that.
Yeah.
But when I actually jump on IG and then I give them bars, they'd be like, and I'm like, nah, bro, I've been rapping.
Been doing this. Where you been?
It's riding a wave. So, but yeah, we gonna do that. I'm gonna produce probably two on that. Depend on the wave we trying to ride or whatever. The vibe we trying to catch on. But it's gonna be dope. I promise you.
I think
just y'all two. Any other features?
Nope.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Definitely not needed.
Y'all got a name for it?
No.
No. I was gonna say, name it Family Ties. And put the old Family Ties logo on it, and then have us standing back to back with our arms folded. I'm lying. Sure, don't believe it. Or we could go. I mean, the Minister Society route actually is dope. I think if it's marketed right, I think if I put it together right, it'll be dope.
I think it'll be dope.
But it's more like a Kane O.
Kane O dog. Yeah.
And if we do like a Minister Society mixtape,
that would be dope. Look at that. Look, I'm like, okay, wait.
Look,
Kane. Okay, look. Yeah. You got to do it now. Oh. You got to do it. Come on now. I'm going to be mad if you don't.
All right, Loso,
whatever you
won,
come
bro.
up with after this, I'm going to be like, nah, they should have went with.
Loso, you won. Loso won. Okay, Minister Society it is. It's going to have the old 90s theme to it.
That's my movie, too.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's going to be dope. All right.
Yep.
So tell the people how they can follow y'all. Keep up with what you got going on.
Yeah, man. O.N.E on IG. Make sure you follow me there. You kind of get the latest and greatest there. Also, O.TV on YouTube. That's O.
Oh, you got a channel.
O.TV, man.
Got a channel.
Yeah. One thing I said I was gonna do this year is definitely just flood it with more just content. Right. So whether it's plotting with Kane or just my individual grind, yeah, you definitely gonna see a lot more from O, man. Just different, just variety. Just if it's just visuals with me not in it, that type of thing. Just being creative, yeah, just being creative.
That's what's up.
For sure.
I'm old school with it. Sorry, I still believe in just building your brand and telling him, hey man, I'm in the clubs. If you like me, you'll find a way to get at me. That's just how I always feel.
You don't want to give him your Instagram?
Well, no, because I'll give it to him. But what I'm saying is, I love the fact that I don't have to, and I never had to do any of that, and I still have followers. I've never had to be the one saying, "Hey,
follow me on Instagram."
I've never ever had to do that. But
no, you. I mean, I can honestly say by working with you, like you know how to work a room, you know how to work people, and people will leave remembering you. Right. So yeah,
which
I definitely agree with that.
Somebody Googling you and trying to find out.
Right.
It all, like I said, I got my stuff down to a science, and it's been working. If it ain't broke,
don't fix it.
It's so crazy because that mold or that same mindset, I started doing clubs too, and the same thing. Like it's so crazy how you could gain that type of loyalty from club goers.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's crazy.
Nah,
They come.
Everybody
every Saturday.
What?
Every Saturday.
What clubs are y'all in?
So I'm on Saturdays. I'm at Uptown.
Okay. Right there on Richmond?
Mm-hmm, right on Richmond. Me and Mr. Wilson.
They redid the whole thing, huh?
Yeah, they still redoing it too. Yeah,
it's popping? How it used to be?
What? I got it popping.
What? I'm gonna have to check tonight.
For
That's
real.
Saturday, right?
Come.
I'm gonna have to come check that out.
Tuesdays, I'm at.
You built that, man.
I'm at. Rose Gold. Thursdays, Clay, however you pronounce it. My bad, Zach.
Thursdays at Clay? What's going on at Clay?
They got a hip hop night on
What?
Thursday. Yeah. Yep. Zach want to do a hip hop night, trying to brand it as his Thursday night hip hop night.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. So he let us do what we want though. He don't try to restrain us. But I mean, we do because we want it to be classy or whatever. But,
Right.
Friday I'm at Mercy. Saturday Engine Room. I try not to do a Sunday, because that's my day with my kids. So.
Yeah.
But
need to reset, rest and reset. Okay. Well.
But, my bad. Kane 713.
Like he really don't want to give that IG up. No.
I just don't like doing it personally, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Oh no, thank y'all for coming through. It's
Appreciate
a pleasure.
You, like one thing
I got some
will say about you,
gems.
like one thing I will say about you, like ever since I was introduced to you, you definitely have been a genuine individual.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that. Every time we link, every time we communicate.
Always love,
A1,
always.
A1. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna end this with a story about DJ Shanté.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah. me and Shanté were at Crave Tuesdays.
Yeah, I missed that.
Crave.
Oh God, wait.
I think that's
I don't know if I like this story. Wait.
Okay. No.
Okay, wait. I had one bad incident in that store in that place.
I'm really gonna talk about how when I first met you, one, how much of a professional you were. You can sense the genuine in you as soon as you meet you. Like it's you can feel it. Like the energy is just that good. You're a genuine person. You can tell there's not a fake bone in you.
Nah.
Yep.
I noticed that and I felt that as soon as I saw you, and I heard something you said one night. You were like, I'm about to start working on my marketing and branding myself.
Mm-hmm.
And you were asking so humbly, like, everybody, how to do this, or if I do this, what should I do, or blah, 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 blah. And you can see the glow in your eyes. You could see that you wanted to do this so bad. And I was like, look at her. She's going to blow up one day because of this. I was just sitting back looking like, she's going to be something one day. And I just know it. I could tell. But you had said, I'm going to make sure that I'm respected as a business person first. And I was like, she going to make it. I just knew right then because you were so serious. And that was what, 3 years ago, 3 years ago?
Ooh, no, that was like,
I don't know.
4 or 5 years ago.
But at that moment, I
well,
knew.
if it was Crave Days, it was about 4 years ago.
Okay.
4 years ago. No, wait, 2 years ago. It's
it
2
was?
years.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Okay. So 2 years ago, but when you said that, that's when I knew you were on the path to where you are now. It was inevitable. In my eyes, where you're at was inevitable. It was going to happen whether you.
Thank you.
So, salute to you.
My girl.
I love y'all.
Take.
Thank y'all for coming.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it for having
Anytime
me.
y'all want to come back, y'all are welcome.
Yes, man.
After the project drops, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about it.
Oh, see, Loso got the Minister Society. We got to go take photo shoots with old 90s clothes.
You got to. It's going to be lit.
You got to be doing for real.
And then send it to me so I can repost. All right, y'all. Y'all tune in to Beating Down Your Block. O.N.E. Kane. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Until next time. We out.